Hey everyone, this is Colas here, and just gonna do some deck profiles today. Just two today. But in a few days I'm gonna also do two more. But today we're gonna do two. This is the first one. The recent deck I made, the Water Darkness deck. Mainly focusing on discarding their hands, not getting blocked, and having them not liking to attack my water creatures. And you'll see that in a minute. And it's also, drawing, getting through my deck. I'm going to start out with the water and then go darkness. From there I'll go from each civilization, I'll go from blockers to support class, from blockers to support monsters to attacking monsters, and etc. First we have in the water section, I have for the only blockers 2 kelp candles. Real good. Can't attack. It's a blocker. Whenever this creature blocks, of the top 4 cards of your deck, put one of them into your hand, and put the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order. The last thing is a bit of a thing, but it's good anyway, just to get whatever you want from the top 4. And the next, Florgil Manta. Darkness creatures can't be blocked. Light ones too, but there's no light in this deck. I'm not sure if I'll keep it in there or not, but it's good for if you want my darkness ones to not be blocked. We're in the support class. Now, we got 3 Corlals next. Corlal's awesome. As you know, when it goes into the battle zone, choose one of your opponent's creatures in battle zone and put it at the top of his deck. I think he's real good. And if I have one of them, it's just good to have 3 of them. And for less blockage, I guess, 2 Sopians. Sweet. He has a tap effect. One of my creatures in the battle zone can't be blocked this turn. He's cool. And the last part of the support class is 3 Aqua Holka. 3 Aqua Holkai, if that's the correct saying of it. Kind of blank. You probably know this. Put him in the battle zone, draw a card. Basic, but he gets through your deck a little bit. And now we're on to attacking part. Start off, I got 3 candy drops. Cheap blocker on the 3rd turn. Cheap, and he doesn't get blocked, so take out Shields or Click, and he'll come real in handy later during the darkness spells. And here's part of the attack ones. They all have the same abilities except for the last one on these last attackers, but they all are good somewhat, and they'll come in also with the dark support class. Aqua Soldier, when it can't be destroyed, just goes back to my hand when it is destroyed. So technically it can be. I only have one of them, and another one that I only have one of, Aqua Knight, when it would be destroyed, put it in my hand. And the last one, Aqua Ranger, the best one of the water ones right now. It can't be blocked, and if it would be destroyed, put it back in my hand. It's a good card. Good for this deck. And now the only 2 spells I have, only have one of Submarine Project, basically a Kelp Candle in spell form, and it's a shield trigger. Top 4 cards in my deck, choose one and put in my hand, rest go to the bottom of my deck. Cool shield trigger. Last one is Miracle Quest. He comes in also with the dark support class, but he's also real good. Whenever any of your creatures finishes attacking this turn, you may draw 2 cards for each shield it broke. Really cool. And now we're in the dark. Start off with the blockers. 3 Marrows. He's real good, just for a cheap blocker, and also, if you keep him out longer, a good end game. Or just to take out some shields or whatever. Next, we have 4 Bloody Skeetos. Good blockers. Stop fire in nature from like raping you with their speed. But he does get destroyed after the battle, but it's alright. Here's the last blocker. He's kind of like Bloody Skeeto, except way powerful. He stops Bark Whips. It's Byra the Hidden Lunatic. Pandora's Box. I love anybody else like Pandora's Box. They just always look cool like this. But anyway, he's kind of like Bloody Skeeto in the way that when he after the battle he's destroyed, but he's real awesome in darkness, and he looks awesome. And onto the support class, we have 2 Mongrel Men. You know, Bloody Skeeto, all those people, especially with if my Aqua stuff gets destroyed, I get to draw more stuff. All sweet. Anything destroyed, I draw. And here is the big one. 2 Hourglass Mutant. Help great with the Aqua Rangers, Kelp Candle, Florgil Mansa. All my weak water monsters all get Slayer. All sweet. And all the water class really have less than 4,000, so easily destroyed, but also can be easily take them with them. And now for the attacking class. First, Venusia, the Sword Dancer. Real sweet. But the only drawback is when he doesn't have any more shields left, he can't attack. But he's a double breaker. He's 7,000 power, only costs 5. I think that's a good thing. I think he's real good for like taking out monsters, or if you're ending a game and he only has 2 shields left, use him. And here's the real shield taker down, if that's a word. It's Kagilla, whatever. I'm Texan. The Hidden Horror, Pandora's Box, another awesome looking card with an awesome effect. Double breaker, silent skill, leave him tapped. That during my turn I can break 2 of his shields. Just awesome. Break 4 shields right away. I mean, come on, what else can you not like about him? And now for the spells. Got 3 Death Smokes. 4th turn, he has some untapped monsters, of course. Take out some of them. And he just summoned his big monster. Be a bitch, take him out. And I got 4 snake attacks. Waste a shield, and you can waste some of the guy, because especially with Candy Drop, Sopian, and Florgil's effect on my darkness creatures, definite for this when you summon this. And he's good with Miracle Quest, especially Candy Drop attacks. I get to draw 4 cards right with one of these. Lose a shield, but it's whatever. 4 cards in my hand. Who could go wrong with that? And to take down, I said it takes down some cards from their hands. These are the only ones. I was thinking about putting some Horrid Worms or some other darkness creature. I was thinking of getting, when I get those DM36 packs, if hopefully there's something in those. 3 Ghost Touches. Shield trigger, opponent discards a random card from his hand. Takes down his hand a little bit. Stuff. I wish I had Cranium Clamp. It'd be good for this deck. Darker, and next 3 Dark Reversals. Can help get back some of those what's his name? Kelp candles. Help get back kelp candle, any mirrors, any blockers, anything that like could be, yeah. Shield trigger, return a creature from a graveyard to your hand. It's, yeah, just good for anything that I have in the thing. And the last spell for darkness is Venom Charger. And I just like him if you don't have Hourglass Meeting now. I can just do this, and plus it gives me mana at the end, so he's awesome. And now multicolored cards. I have one Sonderlight the Cold Blade. I just think he's all around one of the best cards in the deck. Can't be blocked. Silent skill, leave him tapped, and he destroys one of his creatures. Basically, if you play him real early and he doesn't have any, and he only has 2 monsters out, destroy the other monster, leave him tapped. You just got basically going him in a loop unless he can kill him. It's almost impossible unless the other guy's running fire. Tornado Flame, always a bitch. Or Terror Pit and Tornado Flame. Some of the only cards that can kill it if you keep him in the loop. And the last card in the deck, multicolored spell, Hide and Seek. I wish I had another one of these. I love the artwork, and his effect is awesome, especially if your opponent has no cards in his hand. It's a basic win because he only has one. He has his best card out on the field, send it back to his hand, destroys it. It's just cool. And that's all for this deck. Give me some ideas about it, because it's kind of final right now the way it looks, but all my decks are still in editing as usual. I have a few things that I want to put in it that I don't have, which would be cool, but you don't have to follow what I'm doing. It doesn't have to be Japanese cards, it doesn't have to be American cards, just anything. But what I think would be cool was Aqua Cutlass, the Temporal Swordsman. It's a psychic creature for any of you people who don't know, and costs 5,000. To awaken him, you can have to attack your opponent, isn't blocked, and then you draw 1 card, and then you flip him. Good for this deck. He awakens to an awesome card when he called Aqua Excalibur, the Awakened Indigo Swordsman. When he attacks, you draw a card. So anytime you attack with him, he's a double breaker when he awakens. The other one that I kind of like, maybe be good for the deck. I just like his effect and that he's awesome. End of the World, Dark Divine Dragon. I know it's kind of a suicide move, but it's just kind of an endgame card that I really like. For any of you who don't know, he's darkness. When you put this creature into the battle zone, search your deck, choose 3 cards from it, put the rest of your deck into the graveyard, and then put the chosen cards on top of your deck in any order. If anybody didn't get that, you only have 3 cards left at the end of the deck, at the end of your turn. And you have 3 turns to take down your... Well, actually 2, I think. Yeah, just 2 turns to take down your opponent. But I think he's real... I just really like him. But yeah, tell me your thoughts, opinions on this deck. The next deck coming up soon after this video, still tonight, is my actual deck, which I'm really hoping you guys will think of some editing ideas for it, because I like it, but I want to edit it some more, but I don't know how. Just tell me some things. But it's good. It's beat this deck 2 out of 3 times, but this deck is still awesome, but my main deck is better, but it's still cool.